All right, so here we are. In the steam room is where we'll pick up. The ice room has Erin. She's just like flat out in some ice, trying to chill out and recover. I believe in the back room by this the pool area and this little bar in the back. That's where Brixi and Emil are, or were at least, in some chaise lounge chairs set up to recover. I believe, again, Blueberry, Gallithor, and Mort are all together. And Kaylin, where were you? Now that I think about it.
Kaylin's by herself at the bar throwing back some whiskey.
That's right. Excellent. Perfect, Kaylin. All right, so we'll pick it up with the Gallithor and Mort and Blueberry room. Take it away.
So it seems we have additional business.
Yeah, I'm glad you actually brought that up. Because I just wanted to, I don't know, touch. It's a good thing it's both of you in here. During that meeting, I mean, I have some concerns. I'm worried. I know Brixi's under a lot of stress. She's scared. She's worried for her mom. But during that meeting, I mean, I don't know if you guys caught it, but I mean, became apparent to me that the Brixi that attacked us in Zambora was the real Brixi, and it shook me a little, and it wasn't like she was charmed. It wasn't a doppelganger. It wasn't a phantom. I mean, I understand she's under stress, but she made a deal that probably required killing one of us. And it concerns me. And then, I mean, you two made such unbelievable offers of sacrifices that I'm looking, I guess, to you for reassurance that we're doing the right thing and that this is going to be. I'm looking for just a little bit more certainty, I guess. And I think you two had a lot of certainty in that meeting, so I'm reaching out to you to get some assurances. Like, not assurances, but I'm just, you have a better grasp, I guess, of the situation, and I'm struggling with it right now.
I don't know if I have a better grasp of the situation, but oh, there we go. I'm sorry. It was either make the deal or, I mean, in that situation, I thought that making the deal would mean that we wouldn't have to go see this other person and have to kill them. So
I can understand that. And I'm not questioning your decisions. I mean, it's just, I'm trying to work it through myself. And
are you worried that she'll do anything to get what she wants?
a little, it's the uncertainty of the situation. I'm more comfortable, it's the enemy in front of me that I want.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to look to my left or my right in a situation to wonder what's going to happen. So I need help dealing with that. I don't think, I'm not looking to, I want to know how you guys are dealing with it.
I don't believe that Brixi is beyond redemption.
Okay.
She's made some questionable choices, and she has lashed out in anger, but I still think that we can pull her from the darkness.
Okay, I understand. Okay. And I was going to say also that, Gallithor, I mean, this place is driving me crazy, but for you, this has got to be extra stressful. I mean, this place is so ensconced in evil. I mean, I'm having a tough time shaking it.
Thanks for bringing it up, Mort.
I appreciate the effort you're putting into these situations. That's what I'm trying to say. And I really appreciate the offers that you two made. It was unbelievable. And I think that, in a way, maybe, well, if I think on that, I think that'll spur me on to stiffen up, I guess, and get back to the situation. So, about the situation.
About the situation.
So we have Dolgomos, who is I guess, a high-ranking devil here, and his minion, Misap.
Well, as they say, fortune favors the bold, and we do have some information for Dolgomos.
I was just going to say that
What information?
that Arzamond is gunning for him. Now, how do we broach that subject with him? And that's another topic, I guess. I'm very wary of taking Brixi to that meeting. It would be basically walking her into a trap, I would think. I don't know. Walking her into a trap.
Even if it's not a trap, it's a heightened situation that if he rolls out her mum, what is she going to do?
Or does he, he could just take us all just to get Brixi. So, the only other thought I had is I don't even know if it's possible to go above them. And we would maybe ask Miranda, she would maybe have more assistance in this. Can you get an audience with the Grand Sultan?
Wonder where
But that's
Miranda's in. She's probably getting a beer. She's probably sat herself down next to Caitlin.
I was just putting that out there as a thought, but
But isn't that going to require us to make
another deal.
Yeah.
So many contracts, so many deals.
Because much as I don't like the idea of having to go and potentially kill this person, at least we're not contractually bound by anything.
Yeah, I want to avoid that at all costs.
Yeah. That's what got us here in the first place.
Yeah. Well, maybe we get some intel on who, more understanding. Well, Arzamon's not going to give us any information, but of who this Dolgomos is and how do you even get to meet him? I'm sure he can't be. Okay.
Do a bit of recon?
Yeah. Maybe Mariah can help. Miranda, sorry, can help us out again.
I'm always down for a good reconnoiter.
Yeah, the more you know, the better you can make your choices.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a rough ride. What do you think, Gallagher? Go ahead, Beth. I'm sorry. Blueberry.
Sorry. I was just going to say, is there a line we won't cross?
If we can avoid making any kind of deal with the devil, pardon the pun, that's, I think, in our minds. If he has a task for us, but we got to make sure that clears the slate. We kind of didn't get the slate cleared all the way with Arzamon, so like we wanted to. But I can understand she doesn't have control over the Dolgomos part. She would want us to just get rid of Dolgomos, and that would solve our problem and her problems. But I don't know if I want to be party to that either.
I was more thinking of like the killing situation. Because if anything goes down, we're going to have to get out of here. Like,
Lickety split.
ASAP. Yeah.
Just for the record, it takes 1 minute to draw the transportation circle.
So out of game, if we're in combat, That's what, 10 rounds?
10
Yeah.
rounds, yes.
Okay.
And it only lasts for not even a minute. The circle only lasts for so long. Very short.
So we're gonna have to draw the circle and then
Get in it and
Yeah. Okay.
yeah. I do have the gem dust and the chalk to draw the circle, so we're set there.
Could you, in theory, like draw out the circle like 90% of the way?
And leave like this much. And just stand there with the chalk waiting.
Yeah.
Go, Mort, go!
It's probably a ritual, and not not in the ritual sense, but the whole deal where it has to be done all at once.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. Well, it's going to be tough.
Perhaps we should sleep on it and reconsider in the morning.
Yeah, get everybody else involved, get their ideas and their thoughts.
Yeah, sounds good.
But thanks for listening to me. I'm just,
Of course.
and
And
Blueberry.
don't worry about watching your flanks. It'll be me and Blueberry to your left and to your right.
Thank you. Well, I trust all of you. I mean, it's just, I even Brixi, I know she's just in a difficult situation. It's like what they say with a drowning person. Sometimes you got to be very careful helping a drowning person because they'll just panic and drag you down with them. So I don't have any ill will towards her. I just know we have to be very careful. And Blueberry, after what you did today, I pledge to you, I will follow you even back here to help you find your master. As much as I hate being here.
Oh, I just cuddle up to Mort.
I give her a good hug.
Yeah.
I don't have any sausages, I'm sorry. They always seem to disappear when they're around.
Whilst I'm like hugging Mort, I do the whole like sniff to see if I can find any food.
Awesome.
All right, well, let's find the others and settle in for the night, I suppose.
Good plan.
All right, y'all leave the misting room. As you go past the next room, you see Erwin just laid out on a few ice blocks, chilling. And then right a little further, the hallway almost ends right there. The next doorway is straight ahead of you, and that's that room with a pool. Real spot, of course, Emil and Brixi relaxing back on a couple of chaise lounge chairs in the back left corner. Along the back wall, the back left corner, along the left-hand wall is where the bar is, and you see Kaylin and Miranda sort of sharing some stories over there and some beers and, clink, cheers, salute, and having their downtime.
I forget, did we get one room or two?
I think we got 2, didn't we?
Rooms, right, yes, I'm sorry. 2 rooms, yep, because she was like, oh, how modest.
Cool.
All right, so do any of you have anything else you'd like to do at the end of the night here as you prepare to sleep?
Is there any dicing going on in the inn somewhere?
No, but there's some folks that from the Prime. I mean, you've got a pretty good read on people that that might be interested in the game.
If there's no active game, I'll actually go for once.
Ooh, okay. All right. So ultimately, you each find, your respective room to go and lay down and recover. Ooh, nice, Brixi. And get ready for a good, well-deserved night's rest. Some of you playing over the discussions with what's her name there? Arzamon. Others sort of reliving discussions at the end of the day. Or maybe tales, Kaylin, Miranda, that you and Miranda shared. Just a lot going on. Some time to process. Mm-hmm.
Caitlin is going to stop by the front desk because I don't think that I asked about this earlier.
Uh-oh.
The party's been
What,
split.
Please remember, we have a sacred rule in this party. We cannot know the concierge's name.
Amazing.
Actually, that wasn't it at all. No, I'm. Caitlin's going to inquire about the security. If they have good security in the hotel.
Let's see. All right. So you see the older tiefling woman there. That greets you, and as you ask her about the security, says, well, yes, we're under protection of one of the local taskmasters, so we don't usually see any get much trouble here. Keep a careful eye on our tenants as well. If you find anything missing or simply come ask for help, or if anyone tries to, we keep a careful eye as much as any inn does. We don't patrol the hallways or anything, but lock your doors, sturdy locks. You should be fine.
All right. Thank you very much.
Certainly. Good night.
Caitlin's going to go back to the room. I'm gonna say that she'll try. I don't think that she probably won't sleep that well. I'll say that. She'll probably she's keeping an eye out on everyone. So.
Okay.
He doesn't trust this place.
I was just Mort's going to once they go to settle in for the night. I will set alarm on their door, the door that Brixi's in, just to make sure. If in my mind I'm thinking Arzamon may very well double cross us, and so just to protect against that, I'm going to put an alarm on their door.
Okay.
Ritually, I guess, before we go to bed.
All right. So you carefully set up an alarm on their door to excluding them, in case anyone else trips it. All right. And everyone rests into bed. They're fairly comfortable beds here. Not, I wouldn't say luxury, but maybe like one step below that. Very, very comfortable. Decently spacious rooms. There is some room service offered here. That's you can order some food up from a couple places on the same block. Excuse me. But everyone's able to nestle in and just again breathe that regular temperature air for once, instead of having your lungs full of that hot, dry air. It's a comfortable night's sleep. Brixi, as you sleep, I'm trying to think. Let's see, you're essentially on a different plane of existence. I'm not sure. Let me do a roll to see, because you rolled well, but... All right. Trying to think of the last thing that your mentor showed you was down that hall. Oh, right. Okay. So in your dream, Brixi, it's sort of like the dream almost has static to it, and that it's cutting in and out. It's like in a channel that you just can't quite stay tuned into. And you're seeing things and experiencing them, and then just kind of shorts out for a few seconds and cuts back in for a little bit. You find yourself sitting down on a stool, a short stool of some sort in the dark. And your head is just sort of looking down at your knees and your feet and the floor. And then you suddenly then the cuts back in, and there's a small little vanity to your right, only like 2 feet wide, 2 feet deep, but it has a little arched mirror on it. But the mirror is cracked and broken, and big chunks of it are missing. As you kind of turn, pick your head up and turn a bit to examine this. It looks really old, definitely, an antique of some sort, finely crafted. Cuts out again. Cuts back in. And now you see the mirror is repaired. And in this mirror, you see the treant that is essentially your mentor, this massive living tree. You see the green knolls of your that you've wandered in your dreams with your mentor. And things... The greenery of the trees begins to quickly dry out, and desiccate, turn brown and brittle, and fall apart. And all of these little bits and pieces of dead leaves and trees and plants starts getting blown in the wind up. And you've got this distant view where you're sort of able to see this whole forest and this really big hill in the front with this large tree. And even the tree that is your mentor, the outer leaves start to turn frail and brown and then black and brittle and fall apart and get blown away. It cuts out. And are you going to try to reach these? Okay, so you put your hand on the mirror and you feel just the glass. You can't quite reach in. You're sitting in this completely black room on this little stool in front of this little vanity. And touch it, nothing happens. You're not able to get through. It cuts out again. It cuts back. And now you see your reflection. And you see you look tired and worn. And your hair is down like this over one half of your face, covering this whole eye and this side of the face. Okay. So you take a minute and you're just, taking in this form of being so, looking so tired and weak. You brush your hair out of the way, and in this eye socket your eye socket is like twice, 2 or 3 times the size it normally is, and there's just this giant green multifaceted gem in that eye socket, the same one that you found in the water and picked up a week or 2 ago, whenever it was. It cuts out, and then you wake up. It's the middle of the night. There's more sleep to be had, but it's a bit of a cold sweat you wake up in. The same one you found, I think, the last time you had an experience with your mentor, where you went way down that hole in the hill, and you found that little gem that went ting, 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 bounced on top of the water, and then you picked it up and it got absorbed in your body. Okay. Oh, okay. Everyone else is sleeping peacefully. Well, except for Caitlin. Yeah. As you wake up, you take a look around in the room around, your fellow party members, and kind of, walk about the room taking a look. No sign of the gem. There's a mirror there. You look. I mean, your face is fine as you wake up. No, as you wake up, it's just your regular eyes again. Cool. You finally find yourself being able to lay back down, get the rest of your sleep, and get a good night's full rest, which I'm just going to put in here. I don't think anyone has anything going on, but let's give you a full rest to make sure.
That means we lose our exhaustion, right? We don't have to make a save.
Not in here. Yep, you all lose your point of exhaustion. Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Hooray! It pays to go the upscale. Yeah. Excellent. There we go.
I'm finally not glowing.
Nice. Cool at last.
Just
All right. You all wake up in the morning, feeling pretty refreshed. I mean, it's certainly been, the other night sleeping in amongst all those people in the bunk beds are terribly uncomfortable. The heat and everything else. I would like everyone to roll a wisdom saving throw, though. And Galathor, I don't know if you need to roll it at disadvantage, given your... Who else is lawful aside from... Who else is lawful good aside from Galathor? And is Galathor, in fact, lawful good?
I believe so. I know he's good. I don't know if he's lawful good.
Okay. That's fine. I won't give you there's no reason for disadvantage.
if we're not good aligned, do we need to make a save?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We still need to make, okay.
Yeah, sorry.
No advantage, it's just a straight wisdom save.
Yeah.
Cool.
I got 13.
Am I within 10 feet of Galathor?
Yeah, if you wanted to sleep within... Mm-hmm. Within 10 feet of him.
That's your prerogative.
I mean, that's about half the room, so,
Oh, the dilemma. Oh. 3 points versus... All right.
Dan, just to double check, you said no advantage for being chaotic neutral.
Yeah, it's going to be straight up for this one. Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. I have a -1 to my wisdom save. That's a 5.
Okay.
7 plus 5, 12. And I will not take the 3 points.
Nice. Awesome.
No offense. No offense.
To give Galathor his space, I get it.
I rolled a 6 on the die plus 6 for a wisdom save plus another 3 is going to be 15.
Okay. And Kaylin?
I got a 15 as well.
Ooh. And Brixi? This is a little bit... We'll role play out your finding a meal too. But if you can roll or did you roll it in here? You did. No, it's a wisdom check. Can you do a wisdom save for me? Oh, I see. Emil. Wow, nice Emil. Well, a wisdom save would only be higher. Okay, so if your character is good aligned, the DC is 15. So if you're good aligned and you got a 15 or higher, you're good. If you're neutral, the DC is 12. So if you got a 12 or higher, you're fine.
Where do I find that on Fantasy Grounds?
It should be under maybe notes. Let's take a look for Blueberry. I think notes at the top, it'll have alignment. I guess we don't have it written in here. Well, you can decide now if you like. What would you like the alignment to be for Blueberry?
I'm assuming good, so he fails.
Yeah.
All right,
Good,
so
I do not save.
Okay. So Mort, Aaronwin, and Blueberry. All right, so there's no immediate effects or anything.
I failed it by more than 5, as if that makes a difference.
Okay. Oops, no, I don't want that. Hang on a second.
No.
I put in the chat to roll new characters and see.
Excellent. All right, I just need to fix something I spotted here. Bottom left is Blueberry nut. not immune. There we go. All right, transition that over. All right. So in that case, it's Mort, Aaronwin, and Blueberry. All right. So it's not that you're feeling any effects now. It's just something that I need to catalog. I don't have my handy dandy notebook here.
That doesn't sound ominous.
No, because remember what happened the last time we had to catalog stuff,
Runes?
right?
That's right.
12 episodes from now.
Yeah, give it about 12 episodes, guys. Then Ronan.
I am a fan of the
Someone's
slow
gonna
burn.
be lich.
Yeah.
Someone else is gonna be a lich.
Heroin and Blueberry suffer nervous breakdowns.
No. It's just the players suffer.
Nice. Nothing ever happens. I just
Yeah. Yep. That's the perfect con. Nothing
Nice.
ever happens.
I would say, as far as character mindset, when the three of you wake up, you do find yourselves less optimistic, a little more pessimistic than normal, a little more maybe irritable than usual, short-tempered, I guess would be better, more so than irritable. You're in a funk today. You feel, well, those things and like life is out to get you kind of a feeling. Like you're not pleased with others. You're feeling a little more judgy today than you normally would. But that's all for now.
'Cause you had a bad day.
Awesome. And before let's see. Yeah, no worries, Mariah. No worries. Right. So, Brixi, just before everyone's wait, is this when everyone wakes up, Brixi, or is this in the middle of the night when you woke up? When everyone gets up? No, just when you woke up in the middle of the night. Okay, cool. So it's still middle of the night, just to set the time. Brixi's woken up from her dream, looked around for the gem. Doesn't see it anywhere. She's going to step out, which does not set off the alarm because you set it to allow them, of course. And you know where the other room is, Brixi, if you're looking to get in there. Now, did the gentleman lock their door?
I don't know, guys. Did we lock our door?
I rolled a 12, so I would have locked the door.
Nice.
Cool.
Okay. So while the door is locked, Brixi, as you kind of gently try the door. There is a small space beneath the door where, perhaps a very tiny creature, as you assess the door, might be able to go under. Although you haven't had your full rest yet, so I don't know if you have wild shape yet. Yeah, I guess those are sort of your options. You can always knock or whatever else you'd like to do.
In chat that she's going to practice the signs that she's learning.
Okay. Oh, is that? Oh, gotcha. Like American Sign Language, or not American. Oops.
That's what the A stands for.
Ah, okay. I was like, wait, is America really just claiming their own sign language? I was like, that can't be right. No, it can't. All right, who doesn't like their dress? So, Brixi, if you don't mind typing, letting us know what you might want to try from here, since the door's locked. They seem like fairly sturdy locks, but not like, Fort Knox level or anything. But they're pretty sturdy. Sturdier than inns usually have. It's a very good point, Frank. It's a very good point. Okay. Do you want to try and knock then, Brixi? Okay. So Brixi knocks. You hear a knock on the door. If any of you are light enough sleepers or like keeping an ear out or on alert enough to hear the knock, I'll just let you choose that roleplay wise.
Would I have my point of exhaustion yet, or is that when I wake up?
Once you get your full rest, yeah, it won't be till you wake up in the morning.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
I think Emil, having lived on the streets for so long, would be a light sleeper. So.
Okay. You hear a gentle rap on the door. Rap, 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 rap.
Okay. I mean, I'll get up, pull my rapier, and crack the door open just a bit.
Okay. You see Brixi standing in the doorway. Brixi, how do you look? Confident, shaken, sleepy? No. I think a Family Guy.
Exactly.
He's still shooken up.
Okay. All right. You see Brixi out there, kind of shaken up and.
Emil will slip out into the hallway and close the door behind him. What's up?
And then I'm just gonna collapse and just start crying. So, just from exhaustion and stress.
Okay, Emil's gonna have that moment of like panic. What do I do? But I guess if you've collapsed on the floor, then Emil will get down on one knee and put a hand on Brixi's shoulder.
All right. What would you like to do from there, Brixi? Anything else, or do you just want to? Okay. So we will cut from that scene then, and we'll let you two sort out, if there's anything else you want to do behind the scenes. I was trying to find a way to say that to not make it sound risque, because that's not how I intend it. Just rest of the night. Nope, that doesn't sound any better. Okay, so morning comes around. So just leave it, Dan, leave it. Morning comes around. Again, most of you were refreshed. Mort, Aaron, Wynn, and Blueberry, while you don't gain any exhaustion or anything else, you do have just that, as we described earlier. Essentially, the evil is starting to have an impact on the three of you. The evil of this place. But the day has begun. There is a small dining area. It's cozy. I mean, I say small, but it's enough to house all of you and a number of the other guests. There's 2 different long-running tables, and then some small square tables around the outer perimeter. But they have food set up. Most of it's food you're familiar with, relatively familiar with, being from the Prime. And you're all able to, you're woken up promptly at 8:30 in the morning and call for, if you're not awake before that anyway, they call for breakfast and you all sit down, start the day. Unless there's anything
Pretty
you'd like
awake.
to do.
I would say she woke up earlier than 8:30.
Okay.
She'll be downstairs and everyone else comes downstairs, but she would have probably kind of rested her feet on the ice block for a bit before going downstairs for breakfast. So
Excellent.
she'll be down there when everyone else comes down.
Okay.
Yeah, Emil would have been down early too, and
Okay.
probably would have just made a small comment to Kaylin about, man, it's mornings we really miss Felix, isn't it?
Yeah. As she breaks a hard biscuit on the table.
Awesome.
After the Kate Felix sneezes.
Oh, Awesome. Achoo, and then flips his hair back. Awesome. He sneezes in a ruggedly handsome manner. Oh, Phoenix. All right. Y'all pull up a seat. Eventually, pull up a seat for breakfast. Ready to start the day.
Erwin, is your coffee hot? Mine doesn't seem to be as hot as I wanted. I don't know. Or is it just me?
Really, Mort? Why don't you take it inside for a minute? That'll probably fix it.
That's a good idea. I think I'm just going to set it outside the door for 5 minutes. And I will do that. I will pick up the cup of coffee,
Nice.
open the front door to the hotel,
Okay.
hold it outside for a
You
minute,
feel the wall of heat.
bring it back. Better.
Steaming. Yeah. It's nice. You see the steam piping off the top of it now.
If you have more whiskey than coffee in there, you don't have to worry about how hot it is.
Consider that.
Have we hit the Kalin alcoholic chapter of Stormfall?
Amazing.
We'll have the intervention back
He's
at the
been drinking a
Okay,
lot
Brixi.
more.
So, Erwin, I just wanted to say you handled the negotiations very impressively yesterday.
Thanks. I don't know why I did it, but thanks. I try. Sometimes I'm not very good at talking to people. Sometimes I am, though. You pass the pancakes.
Gwen shoves them across the table or over to the side of the table, wherever.
She takes one that's like the size of her face and folds it in quarters and then just shoves it all in her mouth.
Nice. Awesome.
Kaylin tries that as well.
Nice. Is there a check associated?
Kalen's mouth or an Erwin's mouth?
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Trying to. Yeah.
It's all I can picture now. It's amazing. Oh. All right, and Brixi hasn't joined you all per se. She's aloof. She's around the bend, around the corner, out by closer by the stairs, just taking some time to herself. It's so amazing.
Would I have seen her, Dan?
I don't know, Brixi. Would you have come down and enough to be seen? No. Okay. Yeah, she's sort of in a different area then, where no one has spotted her yet.
I'm going to notice she's not there and go looking for her.
Okay. Now, Brixi, unless let me know if you're like actively trying to hide from people, because if you want to try, okay. So go ahead and roll a stealth, Brixi, to try and find as you hear. Ooh, yeah. Let me think now. Hang on. So first roll, actually, Brixi, won't be stealth. It'll be perception. Kaylin will be stealthy the first time because when she walks, you don't hear her because of her boots. So I've got to see if you would hear her first. Ooh, okay, well, that's a pretty high perception.
I don't think that I see. But I will see. Well,
Hey, no marbles.
whatever what am I rolling for, Dan?
Stealth to see if she hears you coming to look for her. Hears your, because you can't hear your footfalls.
It's 15.
Well, you have advantage, yeah.
Right, okay. Oh no. What am I doing? I'm just throwing my dice everywhere.
Be stealthy, guys.
That's still a 14. Yeah,
Okay.
it's only a 14.
All right. That's fine. In that case, so Brixi, you do hear, so you are able to stealth, and so now, Brixi, if you would roll a stealth to try and avoid being seen by Kaylin, and Kaylin, if you would roll a perception, please.
Now, the boots that I'm wearing, it says that my steps make no sound, regardless of the surface I'm moving across.
Yeah, this would be more like the armor.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But you do get the advantage because your footfalls aren't heard at all, which is so cool. Hey, Rebel. Thank you for stopping in.
Yes.
Or
no?
Sorry, let me make an adjustment here. Oh, you're kidding. Is that not? All right, I changed the audio for the players. Please let me know if that sounds a little better. I'm sorry, Caitlin. What was your question?
Am I rolling again for something?
Yeah, this time you're rolling perception to see if you can spot Brixi while she's stealthing.
Natural 20.
Oh! Okay. So as you round the corner and you look upstairs, just at the top of the stairs, you see Brixi like tiptoeing up.
Kaylin's not going to do anything. I'm not going to follow her. I'll just note that and just kind of leave her be if she wants to be alone and go back to the table.
Okay. All right, head back to the table.
Did you find her?
I think she wants some alone time right now. But she's upstairs. I saw her, so.
We'd all like some alone time.
I really hope Blueberry said it like that too. All tired.
Yep. And then his head just kind of like smushes onto the table.
Aw. Kaylin will.
Oh, all right. Miranda comes down and joins you with a bit of a hangover. Oh, good morning to y'all. Pulls out a seat, sits down. Oh, and what are we having for breakfast here? She watches Aaron like, I'll scarf that pancake. Oh, that looks mighty fine.
It's like second and a third.
Nice.
And before folding it up, she'll put a bunch of syrup and powdered sugar in it, and then fold it up and then eat it.
Nice. I've never seen those before, but they look mighty good.
Kaylin's halfway through putting sausages in her bag.
Oh, I thought you were going to put sausages in your your pancake. I'm like, yeah, taking it up a notch. All right. Oh. So did you all sleep well? Fancy beds they have here, huh?
It's nice.
Well worth the money.
Aye. So have you all decided what it is you'd like to do next? Are we leaving, or are we helping your friend there find her mother?
I'd like to leave. It's hot here and not fun.
I hear that, dear. But you pay me for a job, I'll follow you whatever you'd like.
Well, we feel like we have to resolve the situation with this Dolgomos and Lisa. But before we do so, I mean, is there anything that you would know or could find out for us about A, how do we get to meet them, and B, what their general disposition is, and are they well respected here, or are they disliked here, or what the as much information, we want to get as much information before we just stroll up to his door and knock on it.
That seems like a very bad idea, approaching a demon in the city of Brass. If he wants her so bad, we should go back to the Prime and not be in his home turf. He can come to us, and then we have an advantage. Pancake.
Blueberry just while his head's on thing, just points with his little paw to Erwin, yes. Yes.
And it's not as hot at home.
I think it's less about the location and more about the timing. If he chooses the timing, we may be unprepared or busy or battling a red dragon or drunk
At a bar somewhere. Plus, it doesn't really help us. I mean, we've come all this way. I would really,
Let's at least try and get a sense of if there's something we can do
Yes.
here. I mean, if there really isn't, then You know, I mean, I would be very happy to leave today one way or another.
I mean, we must admit we are in unfriendly territory, and but it would, if we have the opportunity to resolve the situation with Brixi and her mother, I think and if we're here and the opportunity arises, we should see what we can do about it.
I mean, do we want to ask Brixi what she wants to do?
We should include her, yes.
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of hoping she would be here because this conversation was inevitable and is an important part of her.
The whole reason we're here is because of her. Where is she disappearing all the time? It's hot.
Perfect.
Brixi's had a hard time, if you haven't noticed.
So have the rest of us. Remember she tried to kill us? And why would she want to rescue her mom anyways? What kind of parent deals their children with the devil? Why would you want to go rescue someone who would willingly give you over as part of a devil's deal anyways? It's too hot.
You didn't have a choice.
I don't really know much about parents, but I do know a little bit about interpersonal relationships in general, and I don't recall ever seeing one that was that simple.
Can we go talk in the ice room at least, please? It's too hot.
But there are no pancakes in the ice room.
I can bring the pancakes in the ice room.
No, you can. It's food only in the dining room.
You might as well get used to the heat now. Kaylin stuffs a biscuit in her face.
I'm gonna hop down from the table and try and find Brixi with my snows.
Ooh. Actually, you smell her right away, coming around the corner in cat form. Hops up onto the table near Emil.
For a split second, I go to chase her, and I was like, oh, now it's Brixi.
Nice. She kind of puts her paws out and just lays her head down on the paws. Kind of covers up her eyes.
Brixi, could you change into tiefling form so you can have a conversation with us this morning, please?
Oh, that's her. Oh.
She does some cool stuff.
Y'all do some cool stuff, it would seem.
You gotta stay on your toes when you're around us.
Indeed.
We're just wondering if you want to continue on to go and find Misop, or if you want to go back. Going back means Misop will probably attack us at some point or another. Going now, well, he'll attack us either way, but it's either now or later.
Should we stay or should we go now?
Well, if we stay, it'll be trouble. But if we go, it'll be double.
True words, Miranda. True words haven't been spoken.
This is a decision, I'm telling you.
It's really bugging me.
Amazing. Now don't forget, if your mother's... It did sound like your mother's life was perhaps not long for this world. If we leave, she may not be there if we have to come back later.
She wants to know if there's a way to write stay with the claws on the table, with her claws on the table. Are they wood tables?
Way to write stay.
If not, you could do it with gravy. I'm sure there's some gravy.
Yeah, I'll allow it for this. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You kind of scratch in.
Caitlin moves something to where like it's hiding it from the bartender or from the people, the servers.
Nice. She finishes, kind of pats it with her paw, double pats it. And Emil, you'd probably be the first one to see that it says stay, and anyone that's near, that was sitting near Emil will also see that.
If it was my mother, I'd want to stay as well.
Well, if we're looking for information, Avencina is probably the part of the city to go to. That's where the slums, basically, and they'll probably have more information for sale. Oh, it's just becoming really expensive. But they'll probably have some information for sale. They'll have their ears to the ground, so to speak. Because you're either looking at finding a way in to this den of Dolgomos on the sly, or you're looking at making a meeting directly with him. And undoubtedly that will lead to some sort of a deal being proposed, or a face-to-face battle with the devil.
Have you ever heard of anyone going up against him?
I can't say that I have. I've been here a few times as a tout, but I don't typically get too involved in the politics. But again, some folks in Avencina will likely have some information. I do know.
People in the slums. My people. Let's go. Shove another pancake in and get up.
All right.
Okay.
Avencina it is.
Right.
If everybody's okay with that.
I'd hate to throw this out there because I know we probably don't want to do this, but just as a reminder, it sounded as though Arzamon had an inn to his lair.
Yeah, but the price for that, I don't know if we want to pay that price.
Okay.
That could be too high to pay.
Yeah, I offered that, remember?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not sure that I would trust her leading us anywhere.
All right. Well, if it's Avencina we're headed to, then I guess we should finish up and get underway. Brace ourselves for the heat. Pack
This
some extra
time
water.
we'll grab any leftover pancakes and sausages.
Nice.
Kaylin ties her hair back up into a top knot.
Nice. In preparation for loading up on pancakes and sausages. Yeah. This is tough work. Okay, so
I'm gonna go into the dice. I'm gonna go into the ice room before we go.
Oh, okay.
And see if there's any like chipped ice around on the floor or anything.
Yeah, I'm going to say they just loaded a fresh batch in here for the morning, and as they heft it in and it goes through the heat and gets, brittle in some spots, they clunk it down on the floor and some chips come off.
Okay, I'm just going to like grab some in my mouth and just leave them in my mouth as we walk around. It just like melts.
Perfect. Awesome. You find the perfect sized chip. Excuse me. All right, and so you begin the trek back across the city.
Is it bio break time?
Yeah, you know what? Let's do that as perfect timing. Yeah. And then we'll segue into our bio break. All right, so for those who don't know, of course, we take 8 to 10 minute bio break, and we're going to do that, and then we'll be back. So we'll keep streaming. Some of us will be here, some of us won't. But we'll catch you all soon. I'm gonna go refill my water. My water.
Water.
Oh, my legs. Oh, my legs.
I'm just laughing. We're in the hottest city in the realm, and we're all putting on sweaters.
Oh, that looks so cozy, warm, Warren. Alright, sort that out later. I need to check something on this before I forget. Oh, excuse me. Alright, Zoom. Show me your settings. Alright, maybe it's in the actual chat. Oh gosh, Randy, you're still feeling under the weather. That sucks. Have to figure out what it is soon. Okay. Alright, that's specifically audio. Specifically video. That, right? General. Okay, nope. Please. Copy invitation.
I don't know why, but my Zoom was being butt. So.
Oh no. Automatically scale to fit. Screen sharing, enable control side by side. Content application. That's not what I wanted. Alright, maybe here in the video. Ha, there it is. Thank you, Warren. Let's see if this will. Alright, always display participant names on their video. Nope.
Ooh, odd question, guys.
Yeah.
Do you guys have Cadbury cream eggs over in the good old Asave?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're so good. Well, I can eat like one or two. They're really rich.
Yeah.
You know, they're good for one or two, and then it's like.
I've heard they're different though.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Most chocolate in the UK is better anyways, but yeah.
Which chocolate?
I watched a video, it might have been a BuzzFeed video, I think, but they compared the two, like a US version and a UK version of the Cadbury cream egg.
Oh.
And they tasted different. Like the one from the UK tasted like a better chocolate, I think, like a finer quality chocolate.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, you guys beat us on chocolate all the time.
Yeah, a lot of North American chocolate is pretty low quality.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just like Tim Tams. There's a difference between Tim Tams from Australia and Tim Tams from the US.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
A little fun fact.
Anything
The
that you
name
would want
Tim
to try?
Tams is from an American horse.
What?
Mm-hmm.
What did you say?
Tim Tam is like, you know, the horse races.
Mm-hmm.
Tim Tam was a name of a racing horse.
Oh, okay.
From the US.
Oh, gotcha.
All right, I'm going back to no speaking. My throat.
No worries.
Nice.
All right, there.
All right, so Beth, you can send the Cadbury eggs to
Yep.
the address is.
Nice.
Just message me the address, Frank, and
I will send you taster cakes in exchange.
deal.
That's not a good exchange.
Oh!
We'll send you peeps. Yeah.
Don't do that.
Oh. Awesome.
I'm also a tiny bit annoyed that I got lumped in with the U.S. civilians.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Oh, sickest Canadian burn.
Beth, if I give you my address, you give me a chocolate orange. Like multiple chocolate orange.
That's easy.
Yeah. Just like a regular Terry's chocolate orange. Do you want any of the flavored ones? Other
Like
flavored
other
ones.
Flavors?
Oh yes.
Oh my word.
The best one is raspberry, just to hear British people say it.
Raspberry.
Yes.
Awesome.
My mom says it like that too, so it just makes me happy.
Oh, okay.
Nice, Warren. Awesome.
There we go.
Beth,
And-
is there any chocolate that you want from the States? I'm putting together some sampler packages.
Ooh, I mean,
Nice.
what chocolate do you have in the States?
Oh boy.
Reese's peanut butter cups.
Oh, we have those.
Yeah. There's like some artisanal stuff in San Francisco.
Sure. Get me some hipster chocolate.
Ooh, artisanal.
Chocolate. Are you gonna like stock up when you're over here?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Nice.
Do either I'll put some in the post for you, or if we get a chance to meet up, we can do a chocolate exchange.
Yeah. It's like
You got
real
the
like
goods.
secret agent, like we just like slide briefcases over to each other.
On a remote bridge, meet halfway.
At night in the fog.
Perfect.
3 times in the night.
Yeah.
That's so fantastic.
Randy says, please send me chocolate from Europe. Thank you.
Nice. Oh my goodness. Oh, and Aaron went awesome failed save roleplay too. I love it. Extra bit of salt in your
That wasn't 100% roleplay because my kids have been irritating me all day today.
Perfect. Here's your outlet. Yeah.
I was like, man, she's crabby this morning. Forgot about the roll.
Mm-hmm.
You
Nice,
can tell
Ed.
my voice because I've been yelling at 6th graders all day.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, 6th graders can be turds.
Ugh.
Just being real.
Just be in a classroom full of it though.
Mm-hmm.
How old are the kids at 6th grade?
11, 12, around probably 12, 11, 12.
Okay, cool.
Preteens.
It's like they're no longer like, ooh, adults can be, cool. Yeah, I better listen. Yeah, what you're teaching me is cool. And they're just turds. I have, an 11-year-old, so. And he can be a turd sometimes. No, but he's pretty great.
We love our children. We love our children. We love our
Yeah.
children.
Mhm.
We love our children.
It's scribbled all over our walls of our house like we're crazy people. We love our children. We love... Yeah.
That's not terrifying at all.
Speaking of the UK, look what mug I'm drinking from.
Very nice.
Woo,
Titus.
sweet. Does it hold like a lot more coffee than you would?
It's too lazy to make tea.
Ah. All right, well, I guess we can get back underway here, and we just take a look-see here at the name tagaroos and get this sorted. All right, what do we got? Aaron was correct. Mort, Kaylin. Left middle is Blueberry. Not Emil. Right middle is Emil. Not Galathorn. Bottom left is now Galathor. Not Blueberry. And then that one's fine. I like the slow jam music. I heard you ordered a pizza. The door swings open.
What's going on?
It's that kind of tune. I love it.
Isn't that why we got 2 rooms?
Yeah.
Nice. Awesome. Okay, sorry. It's too great. I can pass it up. All right, where were we? We're heading across to Avensina. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So gosh, all right, it's a couple hours walk from where you are, but you you find your way through. You have to pass back through the Char, Forge of Manacles, Locksmith's Row, all that, over to Avensina. Just north of Avensina is the Commodore's Market, too, as Miranda would point out, in case if you have any shopping to do, we can make a slight detour up here. Or we can split up if some of you are looking to shop and others are better at gathering information. But this here, and you walked into, like, it really is the armpit of the city. It's extra hot here. There's a humidity to the air that's just nasty. And it's little shack upon larger buildings that were intended not for living but for something else, but have long since been abandoned. And there are people with rag claws set up where they sleep in the different, some 20 in a room.
Sounds like the favelas of Brazil.
Ah, nice. So here we are, just, mind your step. A lot of these people don't have too much to lose, so they see anyone, don't flash too much gold, and don't push anyone too hard the wrong way. Not that I think any of you would do that anyway, but...
We're out of the eating area, right?
Yeah, we're on our way. We're walking.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you've just arrived at Avensina.
The whole entire time of traveling, I'm gonna be on a meal. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, I heard you ordered a pizza. Just kidding. So you in cat form? Okay. Nice. All right. Sorry.
Dan is having a little bit of difficult time getting past his own joke.
For real, I'm like a perpetual grade schooler, and this is like payday. I just love it.
So Miranda, if it's all the same to you, I mean,
right?
I think we'd like to be done and gone as soon as we can.
Certainly.
I mean, speak out if I'm out of line, but I don't think we want a shopping trip right now.
All right, good. She looks around. You seem to Aaron, you seem to have a way with a lot of the common folk. When we were asking around up in the Char earlier, maybe we can. Should we all work together or split up in 2 groups? You can lead one, and I can lead the other.
Let's split up in 2 groups. Might be faster. Meet back here in I don't know, an hour? Hard to tell time because it's so hot. I run my hands through my hair and just enter the frostbite thing. So it's all like anime ice fight.
Nice. Awesome.
Like Axel from Kingdom Hearts.
Beautiful.
Are we good splitting up here, Miranda?
I think we should be all right as long as we don't step on any toes. All right, who wants to go with me then?
I'm gonna. No, never mind.
Right?
Go Dan. Bad Dan.
Who has the music
I'm
playing?
so sorry.
Let me. I'm gonna go into mute.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know if anybody could hear it. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. I've been jamming to it. This is great.
I guess Kaylin's not going to shop. If that's the two options, shopping and going with Miranda?
No. You've all decided to only seek out information here. Miranda's going to lead one group in seeking info, and Aaron's going to do the other. Mm-hmm.
Kaylin's going to wait to see what everyone else decides.
Nice. Okay.
Who has the most sausages?
Oh, I'm afraid I don't have any.
I scarf some. So. Wow.
It's
Look,
whoever.
everybody right now is looking at Kaylin. They're not saying
Yeah.
anything, but we're looking at Kaylin.
There's no meat here. Sure. I toss Blueberry a sausage.
Okay. I'm gonna go wherever Kaylin goes. She's got sausages.
Nice. And you can smell them from over here because they're cooking in her backpack.
Just everywhere.
All right. Well, I would say that it might be good to have someone with a perhaps strong back to go with her. She'll be good to talk to the people, but it's also good to have a bit of an imposing figure. So maybe, Kaylin, if you'd like to go with Aaronwyn.
I cast Alter Self, and I make my. Let's see. You know what? Yeah. I'm just gonna up the amount of dragon, except I'm gonna change my scales to red.
Oh, okay.
So a bright fire red.
Nice.
And at the same time, I'll I'm gonna hang on. I gotta look up the number. I think it's 5.
Well, if you're going to alter self, then I might as well Eckhart it up, so I'll alter self as well.
Nice. Awesome.
Man, one of you's so confused.
Right. Oh, all right.
Okay. I'm gonna use I'm gonna spend 5 sorcery points to get a 3rd level spell, so I start glowing as well.
Nice. Okay.
So just all into it.
Awesome.
Kaylin just
Well-
shrugs her shoulders at Miranda and pops the sausage into her mouth.
All right.
Kaylin, I might have the Manlin beard in my bag. Do you want me to look?
Oh, I actually have it in my bag.
Nice.
Even better.
Wow. A
This
Manlin
is imposing enough.
beard?
I just narrow my eyes and just walk away.
Nice.
Is there a hat in your bag?
Well, I was actually, before you answer that question, I was going to say, I'm pretty sure that Emil has a fantastic hat that he bought in Zambora.
Yes.
So go on Eckart's head.
Sweet. Is that the tricone pirate hat? Yes. Excellent. Eckert with the beard. Yep, and the epic hat. All right,
It's
so
so hot.
Kaylin's going with her, and Blueberry's going with Kaylin. So I think Brixi, you and Emil seem to travel together, so maybe the two of you can come with me. It'd be good to have another stealthy person, and I know sometimes there's been a little bit of a clash between you, Brixi, and Aaronwyn. So up to you, but it looks like they've already got a couple of people following Aaronwyn. But you all let me know who wants to go with me and who's going to follow Aaronwyn.
I'll go with Miranda for balance, I guess.
Okay. Oh, Mort, thank you.
I mean, I don't want to do either, but I'll go where I am needed.
Understood.
Back at track for a second. Do I see Emil change into somebody else?
I think the cat was still on my shoulders when I changed into Eckhart.
Ooh. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
let's
guys are yes, since you.
All right.
Yep.
Well, the three of you are
Skeletor
coming
join
with
up
me.
Aaron.
Excellent. All right, so we'll meet back here in an hour. I'll see y'all then. And kind of nods for Emil, Brixi, and Mort to head off in a different path through Avancina than Aaron was taking. So you can each roll independent investigation checks. It all depends on how you want to role play. If you all each want to go around asking people information, you can do that. Or if you want to just have your party leader do it, they can do it with advantage.
I will give Aaron one advantage.
Cool.
I'm gonna roll myself.
Not
'cause
Okay.
Reasons.
Ooh, neat.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, and
Can
Gallus.
Investigation, you said, Dan?
Yeah, to kind of see what information you can uproot. You can root out, rather.
Stan, I'm going to switch back to myself.
Okay.
Can you get off first, though? Is that okay?
Well, I might switch.
Piggyback.
She hops
Can I?
off.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, Mort. Sorry.
Can I assist Miranda? Is Miranda?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, Mort, you're with me to give a hand. All right.
Yep.
And I'm sorry, Gallagher, do you want to roll independently, or do you want to give Blueberry advantage?
I'll back up Blueberry.
Okay. And Emil and okay, neat. Emil and Brixi, do you want to each roll independently, or do one of you want to give the other advantage?
I already rolled, so
Oh.
Emil, you want to give me advantage or Eckerd? It's up to you.
Yeah,
Okay.
Eckert will give Brixie advantage.
Uh-huh. Okay, good.
Woo! Okay.
Oh, wait.
Same roll.
Same roll.
Oh my gosh, really? That's
Yeah.
brutal, huh? So 7? All right. Unfortunately, Emil and Brixie everyone you're talking to seems to have a complete disconnect between them and Dolgomos. Let's see. Aaron, what did you get?
I rolled a 16, and I also have the rustic hospitality feat.
Mm-hmm.
Feature. It's a feature.
Okay. And does that add a value to it?
It doesn't add anything. It's just like what's her face said. I just have
Way with them.
connection with the common people, and they'll do what they can to help me, and they'll protect me from the law, but they won't risk their lives for me.
Okay. All right, neat. And Blueberry?
I got a natural 20, but I have a -1, so that's 19.
Nice. Okay, still good. All right. And Miranda ended up with a 21 in total. So let's see, Blueberry 19. All right. So let me take a quick peek at my notes here for Dolgomos. All right, Dolgomos. So you find some information, some people that have had some that know someone that has been a servant under Dolgomos or slave in some past time. It seems that Dolgomos doesn't keep slaves any longer. Something happened some time ago where he no longer wanted to have any slaves, and he has all servants that are paid for their duties. Dolgomos is very much very charismatic, fairly powerful, at least to the folks here on the street level.
What was his race again?
He's a straight up devil, but no one knows the exact which type of devil. And he's been here for a while, at least a century. He's had residence here, in the city of Brass, but he comes from, of course, directly from the Nine Hells. He has residence there as well. You don't find anything about, any access to the den of Dolgomos. But you do, also find out some information you already know. Misop is his main go-to and sort of an in-between intermediary between, the different devils and others that are of a ruling class here and the law, and the Grand Sultan. Where he helps mediate, the law between any claims that are made between different members of the ruling class.
So he's a lawyer?
Sort of, yeah. He's he makes sure that the law is being followed and, helps assist in these matters in whatever way that he, sees fit according to all the many, 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 many rules laid out for the city.
We're dealing with devils. Of course there's lawyers.
Yeah. Nice.
So it's basically Saul.
Let's see. And Miranda finds out a fair bit of the same information. Might as well have you all meeting back up as you, see, this is what you've learned, Blueberry. As you all, end up meeting back up after the hour, Miranda shares a lot of the same information. He's a devil that's fairly well cemented in the ruling class here. We did speak to a person that, thanks to Mort here, it was another not undergnome. What's your race?
Deep gnome.
Deep gnome. Thank you.
Yes.
Undergnome. Another deep gnome, and they hit it off pretty well there, and seemed to feel a bit comfortable talking to Mort and I, and said that there is servants' quarters, servants' access, that his cousin works there, and might be willing to help us out for a fee, get us in on the low. Of course, once we're in there, it's a different story. That's just gaining access. But,
So where is the servants? Who is this? That is a cousin?
This person has a cousin that works for Dolgomos. He marked on a map. He's been there a couple times himself. Marked on a map where we could potentially gain access if we want to go in on the low.
Well, that sounds promising.
Could be. Seems to run a bit of a tight ship inside though, so once we're in, we'll have to be very stealthy or very come up with a good disguise or a good reason to be there. I think it's an option, but
We're a very stealthy group.
oh, good.
What's our plan? Like, are we going into?
Well, that's a good question, because you said he doesn't keep slaves anymore. So, if he doesn't have slaves, why is your mom still there?
Indeed.
Because she was a slave, right? As far as we know.
Right.
So he doesn't keep slaves. Why is she still there? Is she a prisoner? Is she his wife?
Why would you make that jump?
Again, everyone.
I'm insane! Because I'm just trying to think of a reason why you would want to stay with the devil. If he doesn't keep slaves anymore, why else would you stay?
Maybe he has a loose view on what a slave is.
Everybody else thinks money first, and you're straight to wife? He pays his servants. He pays his employees. Oh, they must be married.
No. There was that jump wasn't there.
I'm just trying to picture what an incredulous look
Kaylin
a
puts
corgi would have.
gives Erin a reassuring pat on her arm. Like,
I mean, it does raise a question of if she's still there
Why?
non-voluntarily.
right.
And
Or
'cause if she's there voluntarily, we can just go ask to see her.
we're also going off of possible hearsay. So that could be what they're saying is, oh, there's no paid slaves anymore, but yet he's still, or there's no unpaid slaves anymore. He pays employees. He could still have slaves on the down low.
You could have a contract too, right?
Yeah.
You could have some investment in her that isn't easily paid.
And also,
I'm-
like, how credible was it that, like, Brixi's mum is at this place, considering we got it from... Oh, I'm losing my time. We got it from the other shady lady.
Yeah. And also, it's probably less deadly to approach him face on than it is to be caught sneaking around in his house without good reason.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah, that's fair.
I personally, yeah, like if we were gonna go, try to assassinate him, which we're not, then I would say, yeah, we should go do the sneaky thing. But since we're trying to be all legitimate and just go see her and see what we can do for her and see why he wants Brixi, what if we pretended that we caught Brixi and we were bringing her to him, but in exchange, we want her mother, and then
Yeah, carry on.
and then well, I'm just thinking,
don't know.
is there a way to like make an illusion so we give him Brixi but we don't actually give him Brixi, and then we have them both, or we just get the heck out of Dodge?
I would rather not have a devil after us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
when I have some serious questions. If
Miranda-
that's out, we've been untruthful with them.
Yeah. You've done a lot. My thought is, I know you've done a lot for us, Miranda, and I don't want to hesitate. I'm thinking sending a messenger to Dolgomos' residence,
All right.
wishing to parlay, and list the subjects as Karamari and Arzamand,
Far enough.
and see if he wants to discuss. And if you're a total, impartial third party, you will probably, and you're probably known here, I would imagine.
I have some sway as a tout with my license. So
And this way we avoid well, you never know if you're walking into a trap, but we're not going to, we'll just walk up flat unannounced and just, spring that on him. Try to get
Sure.
a feel of his intentions.
Can devils see through illusions?
I think some of them can, if they're strong enough or of certain lineage, but others can't.
And there's no way to know until we meet him then, huh?
Right.
So I was gonna say, maybe if we wanted to trick him, maybe we could go offer to
Work for him?
no, not work, but like buy out her contract. But
Well, that's certainly on the table.
I think we need to know what the contract is first.
Yes.
We just know he's wants her, but
and probably the best way to learn that is to go ask him or her straight up.
yeah, for sure.
Or is there a place in the city where all contracts are kept? Could we look at contracts, or are they kept private between
Ooh.
signing parties?
Typically, they're kept private unless there's a disagreement required to keep them in case the law needs to see them. But no, they're private until then.
When someone makes a contract, do they get a copy of that contract?
Typically, there's a contract for both of them.
If we ever ask Brixi if she has a copy of the contract?
Not to my memory.
Does she? Look at Brixi.
And we all sort of so slowly.
Because if she was part of the contract, then she would have it, wouldn't she?
You look over and you don't see Brixi. It looks like she's walked off a little ways. You see her down like half a block, casting, like lighting up some fireballs in her hands.
She's really got to stop doing that.
Wait. Is everyone saying that showing off casting spells a lot is a thing that we shouldn't do?
No. She keeps wandering off.
Oh, the water off. Sorry, I wasn't sure.
Because
Yeah, wandering out.
Nice.
no, because oh no, she's this is definitely not the magic. She's glowing.
Right.
She,
Do any of you go over to talk to Brixi and see if she has it?
I think we all just go
Okay.
on mess.
You see her casting some firebolts, just feeling really frustrated with things, and casting some firebolts, like part way down an. No, Siri, I'm not talking to you. Part way down an alley, firing them out. Of course, probably doesn't go unnoticed. Oh, it does. Wow, good for her. Okay. You catch up with her and ask her. And Brixi, as you kind of shrug your shoulders and paw through your backpack to see if you have any such contract. Oh my goodness, excuse me. You don't. Although, gosh, I don't know if any of you would have had any magical contract experience yet. And when she goes through and says she doesn't, I think Miranda might be like, oh, well, I suppose that her contract was fulfilled. Typically that unbinds the contracts, leaves them either blank or they just disappear.
So if she can't find the contract, and it's been fulfilled, then that means her mother is staying with him of her own volition.
And they're not coming after her for a contract, they're coming after her for personal reasons.
Or would she get a copy of the contract if she was the prize of it? Not one of the signees?
No.
I hate saying it that way.
Probably just the people that signed it. Yeah. I think that her contract with why can't I remember this demon's name? Thank you. Oh my gosh. With Arzamon, that's the one that she fulfilled that she might have had before, but I don't think she'd have one for her mother.
I think the only way we're going to get anything is if we go talk to the guy.
Should we bring Brixi?
Probably not. If he's after her, that might be a bad idea.
Yeah, that's why I suggested maybe just sending Miranda first. Yeah, to see if he wants to parlay and discuss the topics.
And if you want, I can come with you and make myself look like something.
You don't even. I don't think he's ever seen you. Misop's never seen you. I know Misop's seen me.
Well, I mean, like an official from the city of Brass to make it look more official.
Sometimes
I don't know if we need. Yeah.
I don't know.
Sometimes they have badges or paperwork, but not always. If you can bluff your way through it, I think you'd be fine. But
I might be able to.
Honesty might be the best policy here.
Yeah.
Miranda turns to Brixi too and asks, so if you can turn into small animals, is there anything, you could go in as an animal, right? Or is there anything smaller you could go in as that maybe tuck into a pocket?
Like have her come with us in a pocket?
Yeah, I just really hate to have anyone separate in a place like the city like this.
We were just separated while we were looking for information.
Yeah, but that's different.
One individual, I think, would be. But up to you. I'm fine.
Oh no, I wouldn't leave Brixi alone. No, just split the party again in two. have an honor guard and have a parlay
I would
white
just
flag.
have the party going up and talking to Dogface by themselves.
All right, all of us it is then.
All right.
Or just Miranda.
I can go by myself if you like. And
You just said no one goes by themselves.
well, I'm a bit different. I've got my license.
She's got her walking papers.
Dan,
Yeah.
Dan.
Yes.
While they were discussing, I don't know if you saw my message. Brixi's gonna walk in front of the group the other direction to
Mm-hmm.
be alone and just produce flames and just.
Okay.
Before she wanders off, I'm going to grab her by the collar and not let her walk off again. It's like, nope, you can't be by yourself, and you keep walking off in important conversations that entirely concern you. You can't be just leaving when we need your decision, because if you keep leaving, then I'm going to leave and go back to the Prime.
Erwin?
We're here for you. We're here for your mom. Come on, you gotta work with us. We can't do all of this without you. I know it's gotta be tough in your brain right now. Believe me, I understand that. It's hard being in a messed up brain. But the whole reason we're here is for you. So you gotta have some input.
Will you go with us, Brixi?
I roll just to see my decision. I rolled high. No, goodness. The pressure's on me. Why me?
It's your character arc.
No.
I mean,
If you want to go rescue your mom, I think you should come with us.
She doesn't know who we are. If we rock up, why would she come with us?
That's a good point.
Yeah, she'd need a reason to leave.
This is all too. Rix is just confused, and this is all confusing.
Well, I mean, if you're not sure what you want to do, and I'm not saying this because I'm uncomfortable here, but we could just leave and go back to the Prime right now. We could just walk away from all of this and go back to the Prime. We've made things better. We haven't solved everything.
But we got you out of the one contract that was trying to have you kill us all.
Indeed.
So do you want to go see your mom or not?
Galithor approaches Brixi and puts his hand on her shoulder. And he's going to cast a 2nd level spell called Heroism.
Ooh.
A willing creature you touch is imbued with bravery. Until that spell ends, the creature is immune to being frightened and gains temporary hit points equal to your spellcasting ability modifier at the start of each of its turns.
Ooh. Brixi, aside from those mechanical valleys, you feel, I mean, because that's an epic move, you feel incredibly brave.
I just look at Galthor and just give him a quick nod, and then go in with the plan. With me turning into a tiny creature and not being in front.
Mhm.
What's a tiny no. gonna turn into a raven.
Okay.
I've used all my wild shapes. So. And then I'm gonna fly to Emil's shoulder.
Okay.
And then give 2 pecks on Emil's shoulder, meaning that I'm ready.
All right. You have a couple pecks and look off in the distance like, let's do this.
Finally, a decision. Let's go. Erin starts to lead the way, even though she has no idea where she's going.
Nice. Oh, it's this way, dear. This way.
Oh.
She kind of corrects you.
That way, billowing cloak. And I'm gonna. It's probably been it has been an hour, so I'm gonna recast alter self to keep my red dragon form.
I'll let Eckert's form drop when it's done. You know, Erin, for someone who went through a great deal of stress pretty recently, you're not very sympathetic to others who struggle with theirs.
I want to get out of here.
Yeah, the rest of us are having fun, though.
Hey, sometimes people need a kick in the butt to get moving.
And sometimes people need some compassion, too.
And sometimes people need to stop fighting inside the gang and let's go do some shit.
I wrap a sausage up in a pancake and give it to Blueberry.
Neat.
I'll give Blueberry a nice little pat on the head for that little comment, and I will lean towards the back of the group since Miranda's in the front.
Okay.
All right, let's walk and talk, as they say.
All right, and you begin walking to where the den of Dolgomos is.
Yes.
Which is a little bit to the south of here, up in the Keffin Spires, which is a really fun.
Up in the what spires?
The Keffin Spires. It's pretty cool. It's basically the gilded towers of the Aesir, typically, connected by numerous high-flying walkways.
Fancy.
Yeah, so you kind of... there's a bit of a pitch up to this area, and then you are walking from this huge tower to tower along these walkways that are several hundred feet up in the air. But the walkways are like 30 feet wide. There's plenty of room for traffic, solidly built. Magic likely helps hold them aloft, as there's no running supports underneath. And there's a number of towers that interconnect and have a sort of an outer perimeter of this walkway to allow you to go around from spire to spire in the Keffin Spires. So let's see, what have you got? 4 hours wild shape. So you make it down there within an hour easily because it's not that far away. And I'll go back to my notes here. You approach the spire, the main doorway that, or rather, let me back up because I don't want to just say you do that. You're approaching the tower itself that is in fact the Den of Dolgomos. Above this point, it goes up maybe 200 feet, and below the walkway that you're on, probably another 300 feet down.
Is it floating?
No, but way at the bottom, it secures. It's got a heavy, wide foundation that secures to the rocky earth below.
If Calais had spars connecting buildings to other buildings, I'd probably be a baron by now.
So do we go en masse, or do we wait around the corner and send Miranda to ask for a parlay, or do we just go up to the front door and knock?
Miranda looks at everyone.
Oh, I was going to follow Miranda's lead, so...
I think transparency might be key. but
we'll see. You know, like how houses have walkways into them. We'll stay on the sidewalk, and you go up and ring the doorbell. So we're there with an easy call, but you're our leader because you're
Sure.
Our guide.
Clear neutral party.
Yes.
Fair enough.
That's a better way of saying.
And we'll be right behind you.
Oh, heard that many a time. All right.
Needless to say, Miranda, you don't have any say in this. If stuff goes bad, you get out of the way.
And what is it I'm welcome to say regarding matter at hand? What should I keep to myself, and what should I say?
I think we just want to talk with her, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's just see if we can, or should we talk with him about her? Or should we talk with him to get permission to talk to her?
I could just say it's regarding, what's the name? Calamari?
Calamari.
Calamari?
Yeah. Basically, that's what it is. It's without the L. Calamari without the L.
I'll leave Brixi out of it and just say we have something
We're here
to be discussed. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's forge ahead. And you finish walking. Oh, what's up, Caitlin? Sorry.
I'm just going to say Caitlin's going to stand by her side for support. I'll go up with her.
Oh, nice. Okay. Caitlin walks up, rough and tough and ready, eyes half narrowed, ready for action. So it's rather large doorway, and there are actually 2 Dao, full-on Dao, that are guarding this particular building. So you're not sure what they did to be in this position. Is typically Dao own slaves, and they have a bunch of jewelry, and they're very extravagant genies. They're a type of jinn. But there are 2 Dao on either side of this large metallic door, double door. And one of them, they have their swirling dirt and tornado lower halves, kicking up a little bit of dust into your eyes. You and Miranda. Miranda speaks up. I'm here to hold a meeting with Dolgomos. I have something I think you'd like to talk. Would be interested in speaking with us about. It's regarding Calamari. Can you see if your master will see us? And the 2 of them, one of them kind of leans down, and these are large creatures. So they're about 13 feet tall. Oh, in fact, I think that you met a Dao in the Feywild up in that upper thing. Yep. So you recognize very similar. And one looks down. Very well. I will call. And looks over to the other Dao and turns and easily pushes open the heavy metal door and goes and closes it behind him. Returns maybe 20 minutes later.
Before he returns, can I cast a message to Kaylin? And just say, if things go sideways, we can always leave Miranda. You're awesome, bye.
Like I was more than
I'll look behind me at Blueberry and
Subtle.
Okay. So this one comes back and just pulls the door open and doesn't come out. And kind of looks at the 2 of you and over your heads at the rest of the party sitting down. You're all together?
Yeah.
Very well. He will see you. Enter. Kind of floats back out of the way. Okay. And Miranda looks at Kaylin. And then back at everyone else to kind of gesture like,
Walking.
all right.
Cape billowing. Just walking.
Okay.
looking like trying to look like I belong here. It's not too hard for her, and she looks like Grumpy Dragon, like.
Nice.
I'm gonna fly up that highest perch to where I can find, like, the eyes.
So you don't want to go in the building with everyone else?
Like,
'Cause...
once we're inside the building, I wanted to find...
okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. There is the room you're in. I mean, it's cylindrical, being part of a tower. It's probably about 20 feet tall. There is a chandelier in the center of the room.
I perch on this chandelier.
Okay, you fly up and swing to that and catch the eye of gosh, what are they? What the heck are they? I can't believe I can't think of
The Dow?
not the Dow, but the other one that you all that guard the city everywhere. That you dealt with. The
Illuminati?
Yeah, essentially, yeah, whatever they actually are.
The
The Illuminated, yeah.
Yes, illuminated. Yeah.
So
Close enough.
Yeah.
Close enough. Same thing.
Excuse me. There are a few in this, at least in this center room when you enter, guarding. There's a bunch of different rooms, different small little rooms off of this center one, in the other directions, and a large spiral staircase that goes up in one direction, down in the other. The Dow continues to float ahead. Once you're all in, shuts the door behind you and starts floating across the room this way.
Can I, as I pass through the door, can I kind of glance at the door and size it up and see how easy it would be for one of us to open it?
It'd be fairly difficult, but if a few of you work together, you might be able to, and rolled high enough, you might probably be able to open it. Mm-hmm. So he brings you, let's see, Dolgomos is up. So he brings you to the stairwell up, and it's, really hot in here too, surprise. And there's stairwells to climb now. And you go up, you find yourselves going up like a good 10 floors, so that you're, 200 feet up, and it's 20 feet per, so 10, like 10 floors up before reaching what seems to be the penthouse of this tower.
I see everybody going up the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Once I see everybody going up the stairs,
Okay.
Wherever they end up going, I fly to the group and then perch on whoever's in the back, which I'm going to assume is Kaylin.
Okay. Yep. Raven lands on your shoulder, Kaylin. There's a double set of solid gold doors that the Dow leans into and pushes with all his strength, swings them open.
Well, that's obnoxious looking.
Nice.
Way too gaudy.
Yeah, there's a red, like up at the top
You're
few
saying
levels.
You're saying this out loud.
Nice. Perfect. There's red carpet up the top, the recent few flights of spiral stairs that takes a sharp 90-degree turn at the top and goes right into this room that's just been opened up. And yeah, it's a lot of it's pompous. There's just fluffy big red pillows, all in one area that seems to be like a sitting area, and beautiful marble etched pillars with solid gold around them. It's just it's gaudy and extremely decadent, way over the top. And sitting on adjacent to the pillow area in an actual, almost like a throne, is a creature that you can see their face. They're pretty tall. They're about. It's tough to tell because they're sitting, but you imagine it seems a little larger than the 13-foot Dow. And is wearing a bunch of robes, fine linens and robes with a great number of colors and designs. a number of rings on the fingers, and the skin is all onyx and black. It almost looks like it would be hard to the touch. It doesn't have the plasticity that your skin does. And the face is humanoid, but has two glowing eyes that are sort of like a gold color, like a rose gold sort of hue. It's piercing. Around those pupils that are that color, just blackness instead of whites of eyes. It's just all black. And again, this heavy, almost plated onyx skin, or some type of exoskeleton, perhaps. But you can't see a lot of the rest of his form. It's just a bunch of cloaks draped over. And sitting directly to your left as you enter the room, after you get in far enough to see to the left, you see that super creepy bug demon Mesop is over there. Bugs kind of crawling in and out of the hollows where the eyes are. And again, a generally humanoid shape, but it's consisting entirely of different sized bugs that are kind of crawling around and about. Not saying anything over there, but Dolgomos.
As we pass by Mesop, Aaronwin kind of glances over and wonders briefly what would happen if a strong breeze hit him.
Nice. He is near a window on the side there. It's like an open balcony around the outside that you can see out of around the left-hand side and the right-hand side of this room.
I'm gonna fly onto Aaron's head and just start picking, like, don't get any ideas.
I don't say it out loud. I just look over and kind of go, huh.
Yeah. I still do that.
And you're hitting dragon scales, by the way, so it kind of hurts.
Nice.
Or are you? Or both?
Little of both. Shoo. Dolgomos, you almost can't tell if he's a statue because he's been completely and entirely unmoving this entire time, just sitting on the throne. And as you approach and reach mid-room, leans forward, and there's this sort of stonish creaking.
Before you get into that, I'm gonna, after I mess with Erwin, I'm gonna fly and perch on his shoulder. Yeah.
Whose shoulder?
Emil's.
Okay. Emil. Raven falls back on your shoulder. Dolgomos leans forward. You seek an audience with me, yes? Regarding Karamari? As a sort of bellow to the voice that vibrates and echoes through the room a bit. Name yourselves.
I am Mortimer Fletcher.
It gives you a look that kind of pierces through you.
What are you offering in exchange for our names? I don't understand.
He just looks at you expectantly.
Great Dolgomos. Please excuse my... Oh, I forgot to get into the accent.
Rewind.
Please excuse my companion. I am Galathor Ainsley. We appreciate you taking the time to meet with us.
He looks over at Kaylin.
Kaylin, Stormforge, Amikir.
And Aaronwin.
Call me Aaronwin.
And back at Emil. I am Dolgomos. I will exchange my name for yours.
There, I am Emil.
Leans back, crosses his arms a bit. Well, I'm curious. How is it you know of Karamari?
We've heard about her. Some of her actions have affected us in a way.
Really?
We were just curious as to what's going on with her. Why she's still here.
I can tell you of Karamari, but though you are from another plane, you must know the way of things here. Do you have something to trade?
I'm gonna.
I can give you one of my runes. I'm still glowing, by the way.
Nice.
I've got 5 of them activated.
A rune child. Quite rare. Looks back across everyone.
I'm just going to ask a wild question of Dolgomos.
Speak.
I
Mortimer.
see your size, and I see you moving quite slowly. I just wanted to know, just an innocent question. Can you fly?
Perhaps. Oh.
Would you like?
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Would you like to?
Looks over at Misop and then leans back.
I just noticed you live in this city of beautiful spires, and I'm thinking how nice it would be to be able to tool around and fly amongst the spires.
What do you propose?
Let's say I know of a way to be able to let you do that.
It's around that time, just as I'm following up in chat, that Brixi flies down to the floor and turns back into herself and says, Me. Me.
I immediately go and stand by Brixi.
As you go to stand up to Brixi, in like a half a second, he's there in front of her. Like this blur from the throne over to her, and he's just leaning down. Brixibus looks over at Misop, like angrily at Misop, like, you couldn't bring her here, but she walks right in. I'll deal with you later, Misop.
Oh, he's pissed.
Looks down at Brixi. Well, I'm glad you did what was right and returned. Have you come for your mother or your father? And that's where we'll end tonight's session!
Oh, son of a...
Yay!
Cheers. He cheers as we all table flip. There we go.
Dolgomos. Exciting.
Oh boy.
Neat. I feel like it's safe to say we're hitting the apex here of this particular arc.
Where's Jerry Springer when you need him?
Yeah.
The test results say Dolgomos is not the father.
Well,
A new car.
it's been a year. This is day 2. It's been a year. Because I keep getting Facebook memories, and then it's
Yeah.
like back to the trip. And I wasn't here, so
This is your year anniversary tonight? This one?
yeah.
Wow.
Congratulations! Woo!
Last week, well, sometime last week was,
Ah.
but I'm just gonna count this week.
Make sure you get your inspiration die next session. You're going to need it for probably a death
Nice.
saving throw or something.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to look forward to next week, see what Dolgomos wants with you. And you know,
Finally.
what's going on with your mom and dad. And all the fun things. Yay!
What would it be without a cliffhanger?
What would that be like?
Brixi's arc it's not an arc, it's just like an endless collection of cliffhangers. That's
For
it.
real. Yeah.
We're in a mountain range.
Nice, Warren. Yeah, for real.
Well, I rolled a dice.
Mm-hmm.
1 through 10 is gonna pop back to myself.
Mm-hmm.
11 before you just stay. But no.
Nice. Well, it was fun and exciting, and it led to, you know, a pivotal moment. That'll definitely get the ball rolling with things. I can't wait. Whew. All right, so I'll wrap it up here so, you know, some folks can get some sleep since it's super late for half of our viewers. Thank you
Not
so
after
much.
that. I mean, that revved up.
There'll be no sleep, yeah. Look forward to next week when we find out what's cooking with all this. As we essentially hit the apex here and see, I mean, next week, you know, things are going to go one way or another. Be some answers. Yay. All right, so thank you, viewers, of course, and thank you, players. Amazing, as always. You're fantastic. I hope everyone has a wonderful night. Yeah, thank you so much for joining us here, and thank you, players, for being here. And we'll catch you next week. Have a great night, everybody. Bye.